Hi, good afternoon. How you doing? My name is Adam. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. What I'm doing today is I am unboxing some LED lights that I got off eBay for my 2000 Subaru Outback. I also bought, along the LED lights, I bought the actual housing, which I'm gonna do a little unboxing right now. I got these off of eBay. The actual LED lights cost me around $32. They seem to be reputable, good LED lights that actually match this kind of housing. I did my research, I did my homework, and these seem to be a good fit and good quality brand for this. No, nobody has endorsed me. Nobody has given me these products to try out for free. I am doing this on my own expense, and I'm making this video to show others as an educational video. You know, if they have a Subaru Outback 2000, you know, how to change the light bulbs and the whole housing. So if you guys have any friends that have a similar car, you know, share the video. It might help them, benefit them, you know, having better headlights, which could make their driving experience much safer and, you know, keep them safe. You know, everybody wants to have a safe family, safe drive, you know, things like that. So I bought these for my own self, for my own car, and I'm putting this video out so people could benefit from it and others can be, you know, having a safe drive. So again, these LEDs are called iron walls. They are GD000301 S2-H1 light bulbs. LED bulbs. So we're gonna put these on the side. And the other day when I got this housing in the mail, I discovered that they already came with light bulbs in them already, but they were halogen light bulbs, which are not as strong as the LED. So as you can see, these are brand stinking new. And as you can see here in the back, they've got the waterproof cover, they've got the turn signals, and there's actually, if I can get this out, there's already bulbs in them. I might use the turn signals as the halogen ones because you don't really need LEDs for turn signals. I mean, it's just a waste. And here, is the halogen light bulbs. I mean, yeah, the ones that came with it. They're already inside there. Let me get a little zoom in here. So I'm going to take these out, and I will be replacing them with the LEDs ones. So, yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, I am going to take these halogen lights out and replace them with these LEDs that I got. So first, we want to take out the halogen lights. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave this plug in place because that's how it plugs in, and we're going to take out the halogen lights. So what you're really going to need is just, if you zoom in or if you look closely here, there's one little tab here that you can push down and lift up, and that will give the top bulb, it will loosen it up, and you have to pay attention because you don't want anything mixed up. Okay, so you slightly lift this up and pull the light bulb out with ease, of course. You don't want to break anything. There you go. And you disconnect it. Okay? Put it to the side, keep it, because it's brand new. And this is the power cable. The black cable is the ground. So we took that out. Now let's take a look at our iron walls LED bulbs. So it has your user manual, you know how to install it, all those good things. We can put that to the side. And then we have our actual LED bulbs, which look very, very bright. So they're both labeled with H1. That's their brightness, I believe. And they both are identical, except one has a little, they have the same length of cord, so they should both fit in top and bottom. All right, so we're gonna put the box to the side. We're gonna put these right here. Put the box to the side. And we are going to continue taking out and removing Well, apparently they do not fit. They're different, and they don't fit. Or maybe, yep, it's in the other box. So I do apologize. In the other box, they have the ones with the proper connectors. I do apologize. I did not check the box. And the one that came out is right here. And that has the proper fitting and has the proper connection. So I would like to apologize. But that gets us on the right track. So what we're gonna do is we have one box has the two bottom ones, which is a little confusing, and the other box has the two upper ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bottom one and we're gonna install it just as it should be installed. It's just very straightforward. Now this one on the bottom has a fan to cool down the actual LED, and there's a connector which goes to the original housing connector. As you see, you just put it in and you tighten it with the opening, and then you take your connector, make sure it's on the right place, and it's connected, it's snapped in. Now we take our other LED lights, which I'm not very sure how this will connect. So we have to disconnect this, I believe. There we go. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, goes in just like that. Okay, okay, it's a little tricky here. So what you need to do, you see this tab right here? This tab needs to be lowered, and then the bulb needs to be inserted so you can lock it, because if you put the bulb in first, the tab will not pass by. So what you need to do is take the tab, put it in. It's a little tricky. But then after that you can lock it, and it should be in place because it's pushing down on the actual LED light. Now, the red one goes with the red one, as you can see here. The red one goes with the red one. Pretty obvious, pretty straightforward. Now what I'm concerned about is because these bulbs are a little too high, will this close? We're gonna find out right now after I get this cable inserted. Yeah, it's a little confusing because the red cable coming from the LED light that's going into the housing, the actual connector is a little too big, but on the black side, it's too small. So, okay, just needs a little force. Okay, so we got our cables connected, and now we need to close all of this into the housing. So we can close our housing, and as you can see here, the O-ring on the housing, here on this side, there's an O-ring that goes on the housing, which, you know, keeps water, dust, you know, things like that out of the actual housing. So we're gonna snug everything in, and we're gonna actually make sure that all of our connections are closed. The first time I opened this a couple days ago, even with the regular bulbs, it was giving me a little hard time and I had to, you know, play around with it. But I got it and it closed properly. So right now, hopefully, I just have to find the proper matching connectors and things like that.
2,000 years later.
All right. Nope. Got him. All right. So we got our two lights here with the LEDs installed. Now we're gonna go outside and install them. All right, I'm here outside and I have my brand new headlights. And as you can see, the difference between these two here are significant. This is possibly the age of the car, which is 20 years. I don't know how long it is. It could have been replaced before me, I'm not sure. But again, if you take a closer look here, you can see new headlights, old headlights. And so I got both here. So the tools that you're going to need, well, some safety gloves for your own protection, and a 10 millimeter socket, just like this. 10 millimeters, or wrench, whatever you can. There's 3 bolts. There's 2 on the front, and there's 1 on top. And that's basically it. And then when it comes out, you just disconnect the cables and replace the cables. So it's very easy. So, of course, I have my protection factory given glasses, which are Ray-Ban polarized. So, put my gloves on for safety. And I don't want to get dirty too. Even though there's only 3 screws. Wow, big deal. So, take our tool. To make sure when you're placing your bolts somewhere like, so you don't lose them, they don't fall and they don't, you know, you can't find them anymore. Very important. You don't want that to happen. So once you have your 3 bolts out, you should be able to just pull out the light. And it should come out very easily. Make sure you don't break anything in the process, any other plastic or anything. And the way that I found it is that you pull from side first a little bit, and then it should relieve most of the headlight out. And as you can see, the connections are just the same. You have 2 of your blinkers and then 1 connection for your headlight, just as it is here. So it is a very, very easy process. And just like I said a second ago, don't put your bolts where you can lose them. So I'm going to put them on the ground. I have to lead by example. Take out your connectors. Make sure you don't break anything. All right. So what I just used right now is this tool right here to get to the plastic inside here. So as you can see, this is the old housing. It's just identical with the cap here, and all of this is the same. So what we're going to do is, before we install our light, our new light, we'll put the old one to the side, and then if you can, let's take an up close look. Up close look. Massive difference. So before we put our new light in, we're going to look, see if there's anything loose, anything that needs to be adjusted while the light is out. Everything looks really, really good here. I'm very happy with this car. Nothing seems to be out of the normal. So we're going to go ahead and install the light. And it's just a reverse order. Connectors on. Bottom one. Your top one. All right. There we go. Wiggle it a little left and right, and it should come in place. Take your screws. Now, there's a little difference in the screws here. One looks like this, and the other two are a little bit different thread. There we go. So these two that have the identical thread, the small ones, which are these, they go right here. And this one that has the thicker thread goes on the top. So again, I'm going to put this up here, tighten it down. Well, you know what? You don't want to tighten them all the way down, because if there's anything not working, you could be able to take it out and readjust it or fix anything that's not working with ease. Instead of having to tighten down the bolts all the way, just leave it loose. And then when you turn on the car and make sure all your lights are working and everything is good, blinkers, high beam, low beam, and all the good stuff, then you can tighten down everything. But it's good to put them in place just so you don't lose them. Okay, that's maybe halfway tightened up. It's a little loose. All right, so we've got our headlights in place. Now, let's start the car and see if she has everything working. So, our low beam is not working. working. ¿Por qué? No sé por qué no. Well, great. It's starting to rain. Alright, so I discovered that my low beam light was not on, so I'm going to take it out and see what kind of connection is not working. So we have our high beam, but our low beam is not working. So the connections are surprisingly black with red and red with black. That I don't understand. If you can see here, the actual high beam is on, and so is the low beam right there. But if you look at the connections, black with red and red with black, like that is something new to me. So we got it working. Let's put everything back together. All right, that was pretty easy. I got that one on. There we go. So we got our 3 screws. Remember earlier I told you about the small thread and the large thread. The small thread are the 2 screws that go in the front, and the large thread is the screw that goes on top, which is right here. that one's done. Now we're gonna do the other one. But first, I need to do the cables, which I discovered that were flipped. So again, I had to reverse the cables. Black with red and red with black. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it worked on this side. So I'm going to take my cables, I'm going to tuck them in. So there you have it, everybody. I got my new LEDs installed on my 2000 Subaru Outback. High beam, low beam, got the blinkers working, got everything working. So if you guys feel like this video helped out, you know, subscribe and share. Share it with anybody that has, you know, an Outback that needs, you know, work on it, lights. So you don't have to spend the big bucks at the electrician. You know, it's just like, it's really easy. It's just 3 screws and 2 bulbs, so it's not that much of a deal. So you can buy them off eBay or your local parts store. Again, no one has bought these items or sent them to me to test them out. Tonight I'll be making another video for testing out the videos. Later on, there's the completion of it, so you see the brightness. But yeah, share the video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. Every time I upload a video, you know, you'll get the first to know of what I'm doing and how it's done. That's the most important thing, because, you know, a lot of people tune in to see how things are done. So I try my best to provide quality video, and as you can see, it was pretty simple. It wasn't that hard. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for tuning in.